I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network. It's time to take a look at our midday livestock trade with livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. And Kyle, we've got some sell-off happening in the feeder cattle, kind of taking live cattle down with them. Tell us what's putting pressure on the market today.
Well, that's right, Lacey. Feeder cattle are down here. That index looks like it's going to be down about $1 here on that 372 area when the Merc updates it later. And the daily number going into that calculation is 369.33. So have been watching that daily number drop under that 370 here for the past few sessions. That's a little bit nervous here. We've got October expiration coming up, and if you had to ask me or put my feet to the fire, I'd say we expire these October feeders here next week somewhere around 370, but it all depends on how these direct cattle come in here and trade this week on Friday here when they come into the feed yard. So got a lot of that here to deal with as well. We are seeing some commercial buying, however, in the spreads with the October gaining on November, November gaining on January, and January gaining on the March. So that does look somewhat constructive here, but we are seeing the non-commercial sell this thing off. And I think a lot of this has to do with Secretary Rollins is supposed to speak sometime today, or at least that's what this headline said. She was supposed to come out and speak today about this Argentina beef deal. I don't know if that's going to happen or not because we're trading headline to headline in a lot of these markets here, case in point the grain. So looking at the live cattle side of things here, we're down $2.50 in this December contract here at 242.87. It's imperative. I'd like to see us claw back and close above that 245.25 area, but it might be a little bit tough to do. But we're seeing a little bit of commercial buying there in the spreads as well, with the October gaining on D's gaining on Feb, and Feb gaining on the April. Now, both the October live cattle and the October feeder cattle expire next week, so we've got a lot of movement that are going to be happening here as we move through this week as well. We're just waiting on the next headline.
Thank you, Kyle. That is livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. If you'd like to talk to him, call him at 308-708-7340. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.
On the hunt for lost ROI? Chart a course and find hidden profit potential with Acuron Corn Herbicide. It's the only herbicide strong enough to bury competing weeds and help you unearth 5 to 15 more bushels per acre. How's that for hidden riches? Uncover the real value of Acuron at Acuron-herbicide.com. Acuron is a restricted use pesticide. Always read and follow label instructions.
Disease hit hard this year, huh?
Yeah, Mother Nature threw the kitchen sink at us. Tar spots, southern rust, we had everything.
I didn't know if my fungicide would hold, but Miravis Neo really came through. Even with that dry spell, our yield monitor did not disappoint.
Seriously?
Yep, and with results like this, I'm sticking with it.
No matter what next season brings, protect your ROI with Miravis Neo. Call your retailer to lock in your supply today. Always read and follow label instructions.
Welcome back to the Rural Radio Network. I'm Lacey Shippey with a check of your markets here from the Tractor Tuesday market desk. Buyers and sellers connect at TractorTuesday.com. Corn futures are 1 to 2 cents higher in range-bound action today. The ethanol report today shows production up by 38,000 barrels per day and stocks down by 700,000 barrels on the week, while fresh export sales remain unreported with the government shutdown, although a strong pace remains expected in the short term. Soybeans are higher as well on trade talk optimism. The Trump administration continues to speak positively about the potential upcoming meeting between the U.S. and China that should include soybeans. And wheat futures are up with some spillover support from the row crops and some short covering here today. December corn is up 2.5 at 422.25. March up 1 3/4 at 435.5. November soybeans up 4 3/4 at 1035.5. January up 3.5 at 1052. December Chicago wheat up 3 3/4 at 504. March up 3 1/4 at 519 3/4. Kansas City December wheat up 4 1/4 at 489 1/4. March up 3.5 at 508.5. December soybean meal is up 90 cents at 311.20. December bean oil down 22 at 50.52. December live cattle down 257 at 242.85. February down 262 at 243.65. April down 265 at 243.75. November feeders are down 590 at 367.57. January down 647 at 363.80. March down 685 at 360.82. December lean hogs down 57 at 82.70. February down 27 at 85.